So the Russians are going majorly kinetic now with their invasion of Ukraine. What I mean by that is they are becoming much more destructive in the methods that they're using to try to subdue this country. Rather than just rolling tanks in, they're now using lots and lots of these very large missile attacks. Just last night, about 10 p.m., we were just about to go live, and an explosion hit the hotel where we were. The sound of an explosion that made me think a truck had run into the building on the other side. It turned out it was this warehouse behind me, and this warehouse is 18 kilometers from the hotel that we stayed in. So that's how big the explosion was. Now, it shredded this building behind me, which actually is just a warehouse that stores home insulation. It's not a military target. There's no strategic value to this. And these are supposed to be precision weapons. Russia has said that they are only using precision-guided missiles at this point. Well, if that's the case, then their precision-guided weapons are not very precise. But look at what it does to the metal of this building. It turns it into flying shrapnel like this that shreds human beings in all directions. And that's, fortunately, this place was closed at 10 o'clock last night, so there were not any injuries here. I'll just say there is a military installation in this city, but it's nowhere close to this warehouse behind me. So it's obvious that either their precision-guided weapons are no good, or their training is no good, or they're just randomly throwing bombs wherever they want. And it remains to be seen which of those is true.
Chuck, you know, we've noticed, as you point out, an attack on some civilian areas, including hospitals, apartment buildings as well. You mentioned briefly yesterday about sort of the sentiment, the feeling among Ukrainian troops and Russian forces as well. What's the latest with their feelings, how they're doing, and how that could deter their military advancements?
Well, that's right. As a matter of fact, all this kind of attack does is solidify the resolve of the people against the Russians and make them willing to fight that much harder. One of the things that we're seeing that we have to say about these kinds of missile attacks is that they're tremendously destructive, and this is what Russia is resorting to. It's a sign of weakness on Russia's part that their strategy has had to change to something where they're just destroying things. Now, I was in the military for a long time, and I can tell you that if we're throwing a precision-guided missile at something and we miss, we're going to adjust fire and continue throwing missiles at it until we destroy the target. But they didn't do that. It was just one missile coming in here, and that tells me that either they don't have very many missiles or they're just randomly firing rockets at towns just to create terror among the people, but the effect that it's having is just the opposite. Now, I did talk to a man here. I've got this very short soundbite. Asked him about how he feels about the State of the Union address, and listen to what he had to say.
Dear Biden, help Ukraine. All right.
Now, he got too emotional to even continue there, but all he said was, help Ukraine.
Right.
We need it.
Yeah, a very strong message there. Zelensky also asking for more military equipment at this time for his Ukrainian people. Chuck Holton live for us in Ukraine with the latest. Chuck, thank you very much.